Hello everybody. Yeah, I'm tweaking around with Blue 3. I wanted to do some deep tweaking today with Blue 3. And I see some people already popping up in the chat room. Everybody, good evening. And another live stream. And last week we had not a live stream because I had to prepare for the E-Day, which was a synthesizer music festival in the Netherlands in Eindhoven. I had 2 songs ready to be played on this event, and yeah, that went well. So I had a little booth. Okay, I can show you. Here you can see me. Well, I had a little table, I should say. I had a little table, and on the right hand side you see there was this Nova and Peru album, and on the left side about my new album which I'm working on, and the older album called Daydreamers. And the new one is going to be Waiting. That's the name of the albums. So working on it to about 40 minutes already now, so that's not bad. So that was the reason why there was no live streams, because I was very short in time in mixing it. So I'm looking in the chat room. So maybe an idea to play a few bars of it. Should I play a few bars of this song? The new one, which is called The Chase. So let me see if I need to double click, of course, and then I need to open some files. Okay. Let me keep this a little bit open. Always on top. So that we have at least a little bit of a screen. So let me play a few bars of it. So it's The Chase, it's called. So that's how it starts. You hear some noise, background noise, which is from New York. I hope it's instrumental. Gert is asking that. Yeah, definitely. So here's some bit, some Predator 2 or 3, not sure. Sequence sound, it's belly sound. I think it's one of the presets. Bass is it's bit 2. Well, the string you hear, that's Blue 3. And it's of course synthesizer music. No, I don't sing. It's all instrumental. Essentially, this part is 2 parts. And how it changes. Yeah, it's old style synthesizer music. That's the music I love to create. And so this one I was mixing last Thursday. I was working on still on this song. Here's some new bit sound which I created. And this is indeed the second part. Yeah, then it continues. So it's a song from 7 minutes, and as you can hear, it's typically melodic synthesizer music. And in the chat room, somebody asked, "Yeah, how big is the music scene in Europe?" Well, it's a very little scene left. The how do you say that? Yeah, they call it a niche music style. I think it's even not niche. It's like a little dust in the whole industry of music. This event had over 200 people, and then it's a very big event essentially for this type of music. So compare this with blues music, where you have blues festivals or folk music festivals or whatever. And so it's but it's fun to create. It's my roots, and that's the reason, of course, why I create this music, simply because I enjoy it, and these are the roots of me. So cool. Yeah, this track, Johan heard this track on EWAS, on E-Day, and this track is indeed a little bit misleading. It has two parts. It starts in a different way, and then it picks up in another way. But that's good. And E-Day was great for me. People loved I had 2 songs playing, and people really loved it, hearing it. And so the album should be ready in the next E-Day or E-Live in October. And so then hopefully I must have it ready, because people expecting to be able to purchase it on on this live event. And that's the typical thing. There are also people, artists like me, which are on Bandcamp, but in this music style, they love to have a CD because of the audio quality and to have a physical product. So it's going to be really a CD. Okay, so now back to the plugins and Blue 3. I was just playing around with an ARP sound. But before we go to Blue 3 and do some deep editing, we are working, for the ones who have complete control, bit 2 most likely will very fast be also compatible with Anchor apps. This one went a little bit faster than with Blue 3, which was a lot of work because of the many presets and of some issues on the M1 processor of Mac, but that's solved. And with Bit 2, hopefully we can most likely maybe have it end of this month, so we'll be in a few days, or early June, that we release Bit 2 with the Anchor S support. And you see up here, you see the dials. We have a layout. You see the first page, you can change the 2 oscillators, and then I have the main amp envelope available. You go to the second page, you have the filter. Second page is filter 2, which is in bypass. Pitch LFO, the chords can be on, off on this one, or on. Mix. ARP control, that's a nice page where you can change the tuning. So from changing the tuning here. And then you can change also the velocity per step. Step 1 up to 8, step 9 up to 16. And then you have the free row is also available. So you have also if you have a arpeggiator sound, you can do some cool editing. And yeah, it's cool to have some dials for controls. You see on the left side, my image is a little bit in front of it. Let me put me a little bit aside here. There goes Rob. Here we have complete control again. You see here the presets, and then you have also the previews. So if you click on it shows the sound. So for instance, Space Trip, that's the audio example. If I double click, I can load it. And I can change it here pretty fast because filter is a vowel. To be low pass filter, the second one. Pitch LFO. So all the controls, and that's the cool thing. So keep an eye on Bit 2. We will release that hopefully very soon with Anchor S support. If you own the Complete Control or Machine 2, you can browse using the Anchor S system and have the dials controlling the synthesizer. Okay, so that's for Bit 2. Maybe an idea that I play the other song at the end of the live stream. Normally we have Tom Albrecht popping up, but then we could play one of my new songs. Back to Blue 3. So I'm checking the chat room. There is now Saturday, there is an event in Belgium also with synthesizer music in Aarschot. So if you live in Belgium or close to Belgium, Aarschot is also an event. The name doesn't pop up yet, but also several artists do appear there. Yeah, what happened with synthesizer music? A lot moved to dance music, to trance and psytrance. So there's this music style of classic synthesizer music, or the style from Berlin, you know, with Klaus Schulze and Tangent Dream, that's still there. You have, of course, the more melodic side, which is I'm considering myself in this style. So like Jean-Michel Jarre and Vangelis, and of course my own band Nova and Peru was a little bit more song-wise. Excuse me. So these styles are still there, and but it's of course a very small community, but very cool. If you are in the neighborhood, it's really it's indeed, if you have a prepaid ticket, it's 30 euros, and you get I think 4 concerts, something like that, on one day. And of course you can purchase some CDs and that kind of thing. It's a very nice vibe. So in October, there will be in Eindhoven another E-Live, and Saturday the 14th. Okay, that's what Johan is telling. Saturday 14th of October, E-Live. So yeah, maybe because Gert Bruins is, I see, is also Dutch. So why not come over and enjoy that? Cool. Yeah, there are not yet YouTube uploads from this event. Maybe they will pop up. I don't know how much or if there is any filming. Okay, let's go to Blue 3. I was trying out a few little things. When I go to my manager, Rob Personal, there I have some personal sounds, but also the default preset. Then the latest version of Blue 3 has this option that you see the envelope stage. So this is the volume envelope. If I go open the attack, you see attack stage, decay stage, sustain, that's where I'm, and then when I let go my keyboard, you get the release stage. If I make it a little bit longer, you can really see how it happens. So it visualizes very well how this envelope works, this volume. Attack stage, sustain, and release. So not such a nice sound, but just to show it. So we have FM synthesis, samples on board, and even physical modeling. So I wanted to do something with the physical modeling. Let me see if I could take a basic preset. Yeah, maybe. Oh, this one was yeah, that one. I'm not sure if this one is in the. It's the string model. So if you have oscillator 2, you have the waveforms. Then you can have waveform 184 as the string model. And you see then some parameters change the names. You have the length and the damping. And also the string model opens here. The page opens, doesn't go to page 2. So I think that could be maybe a nice thing to update. And here you have all the influences on this string model. You have the wave color starting the initial start of this car plus. And then you have the damping, which is like a bit like a filter. Length. This is a very typical sound. And then you have in the algorithm, you still can see that 3, 4 and modulate 5. So 3, 4, modulate 5 are an FM sound, which you know from this Mao sound setzer. And using a arpeggiator. So yeah, here you can tweak around. Now it sounds a little bit more like a guitar, muted guitar. See how much changes this makes in the FM synthesis. And of course the envelopes are important. You see oscillator 3 and 4. Let me see what happened. If it's too slow, the decay, yeah, well, if it's very fast, you get this plucky sound. Yeah, and combine this with the string model. Maybe that one is a little bit too... And you get a very nice percussive sound. And the string model, I can see that one goes, because if I shut down the other oscillator, it goes to notch filter I see here. Adds a nice juice to it. And of course we have a nice FX going on. There's a chorus. Let's see how it sounds. Without chorus, yeah. Mix, stereo delay. Yeah, I should save this one. I should give it a different name. So I think this is a very nice arpeggiator sound. This I will call save preset as, because I really liked it. More a plug string dream up, I call it. Here it goes. And of course I can upload this one. But first let me go to the manager and give it a category. It's a ARP sound, percussive, and it's also a plug, percussive. Yeah, apply and save. So I will make this one downloadable for you. Yeah, and what you can do yourself, of course, is changing the FX a little bit, or maybe increasing it. Or instead of the delay, you can say, okay, take a reverb, the high quality reverb, of course. Or you could say, don't play the arpeggiator and play it simply as a... It's almost a bit like a sitar. If I play around with the pitch bend, I could make it a little bit more sitar. Yeah, koto type. Interesting, isn't it? So this is one, but when I have a preset, sometimes I hear also, hey, this we also could do. So then it pops up in me that we have inside the Blue 3 now the samples of this, I always forget the name. It's called the, not the balafon, is it the balafon? No. It's the also not the Santor. So let's combine this one. Hey, that's cool. So I need to shut down my microphone because you hear my keyboard. Now it's more lead sound. So I go to vibrato. There you can have a slow attack. Yeah, that's yeah, interesting sound. So this is more also plug fantasy. So this one I save preset as plug fantasy. Yeah, and then I write a bit funny. So, and I need to give it a plug. That would be a synth and a plug sound. Yeah, percussive. Nice, polyphonic. Okay, so of course I need to check also if the XY is doing anything. So if go to the XY page, it does change the velocity, the volume of the oscillator. So, interesting. Let's see if that one is. Doesn't have that much of influence, so we could increase that and say instead of velocity, make that different this way. And also the damping of oscillator 2, because that oscillator 2 that has the string model, and I could use the oscillator 2, the damping. Let's see where it is. String damp. Other way around, it's better. Yeah, then the sound changes a little bit more. And that's what we want to have, of course. And then I save it again. Yeah, and now what I also need to check, so this is the plug fantasy. Is of course the volume level, F3. Oh, that's good. So you see, basically I started with one sound and then suddenly I thought, yeah, I also could use one of these samples. So this one is the Santor sample, which is you have the flat board with strings and you hit it with these little hammers. Dulcimer, I think is also called. It's very similar in sound. String model and FM synthesis use. And I still have one oscillator free. Essentially, I also could do some additional things. So maybe it's over the top, but let's give it a try. Why not pick something else? No. This is the the harp. I would save this. Okay, my keyboard shut down here. I would save this one as well. I think I will make this one too. Save preset as number 2. Which means that I need to rename the other one to version 1. Rename. So go to the bank manager there. I also can rename. So essentially, you see, I made 3 sounds now in a very short period. I started out with this plug with the ARP, which combined FM with string model. String model and FM. So string model goes out to the filter. These are modulating each other. And then I thought, oh, why not do a polyphonic sound and this as bass, and then we got these 2 plug sounds. That's how it goes. Okay, I'm checking now the chat room. I see a lot of discussion about synth music, and that's always nice to read. And yet, yeah, you should come over from Groningen to Eindhoven. It's a little drive, I think about 2.5, 3 hours, but you will love this event, I'm pretty sure. And of course, we could meet. I will have again a stand there and will present my CD, so you could purchase the CD on this event. Wouldn't that be cool? And of course, your one is there. I'm not sure if we have other ones in the chat room which were on eLive or eDay. I think the audio engineer is from England or Germany, I'm not sure. And of course, Winston is from South Africa. Well, that's a long ride to the Netherlands, of course. But you could fly in to Eindhoven, but that will be a very expensive gig, of course. And if you would come over from South Africa to eLive, but there are many people from other countries also on eLive. So even from Norway, I think, from Germany, many come over. Belgium, which is closed. Can you show us how to make the electronic piano that is used in, for instance, Janet Jackson, Let's Wait a While? DJH Productions, I'm from Utrecht. Yeah, well, that's not a far drive from Utrecht to Eindhoven, by the way. Let me see. For instance, Janet Jackson, Let's Wait a While. Is that an FM piano? We have, of course, here in Synthbanks, most likely they use then the DX7. Where is his Synthbank? So these are the E pianos. This is more. Yeah. And these are typically FM sounds, but you need to check them out. Maybe in the FM7, FM8, they are maybe more closer to the original DX7 sound. And I believe there's also a original DX7 other FM. So this is more using the FM synthesis. If you go here, you can see the algorithm. 1 modulates 2 and 3, 4 modulates 6. So in this case, I use 1, 2, no, not that many. I use for this E-piano 4 oscillators. So if I shut down, you have this one makes more the body. Sinus, it's modulated by oscillator 1. And then you got 3 modulates, 6, which is more higher. Right here, the ratio is very high. Hey, now suddenly you have a different. Hey, this is a nice one. I should shave this one. And I even have drifting on the oscillators, which originally, so they are drifted a little bit, which originally is not the case with the FM DX7 type of. Yeah, I should save this one. So I put that in my own folder so that I can work it out. Save folder in preset in raw personal bank. Okay. E-piano. What would I call that one? 23? X. I call it X. Yeah, like a little bit like a Wurlitzer. Yeah, so you will find them. So I will make this one also in the after live stream. I will upload these in the info section. You can download then the Blue E-piano X and the other presets I created today. And then you can drop them in, I would say, create your own bank here. So in the bank manager, you can create your own bank. So by down here, by creating new, you create a new bank, you give it your own name, and then you could place these, drop these presets in this folder, in this bank folder. Okay, I'm checking the chat room now. I have a little bit of a pain in my neck from working today, so that's sometimes it's bad to have too many hours behind the computer, isn't it? Yeah, of course, once we get close to this event, I will drop a note. And what I like to do is play you a song, another song which is ready, which essentially I played live at eLive in 2019. And I started out with one song which was on the Daydreamer album. And then I expanded that one. And this one is then called Red Clouds Beyond, because it starts with this chord following thing, the pad sounds from this other song, and then it moves over to a whole different other song, a little bit like the first one I played. So today we're gonna out with my music, available on CD in October, and so you heard already 2 things after I played this other one. So let me go to the hard disk so that I can find it. Okay. A Red Cloud Beyond. Let me see. I should play this one. So here we go, guys. And I will play it fully after that. Of course, I'm going to say goodbye until next week. But let's play it now. Red Clouds Beyond. And in the chat room, I will talk, or maybe by microphone, what I use. So here we go. the other song. This one I completed some time ago, and it's indeed, as one mentioned, it has a little bit this vibe of the Constellations album from Peru. Percussion. No, I don't. It's all raw Papen products. The only thing in the main theme, I use the G-Potate, which I also played live, which is in the major chord thing. So, yeah, this album, hopefully everything goes smooth. I must have it ready in October because I promised this to people, which is normally a good thing. If I have too much time, then I might do too many things, and then I think, okay, maybe I should do this. Sometimes the music you create in a given time has a kind of raw character to it, and sometimes it's simply better than being, that it sounds overproduced or something like that. Yeah, in the meantime, I made the zip file for the Blues 3 presets, which I upload in the info section. Okay, let me see if I can show you something else. I don't think I have it. Give me 1 second, guys. Pictures. Oh, here, pictures. Sorry, I'm looking for an image. Okay, terrible. If you're looking for something and you don't see it. It's right in front of my nose and I don't see it. Just... Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. It's gonna be looking like this. This is the album cover, by the way, which is a picture on holiday, which I always thought that it was a nice composition. This picture was done, shot by a friend of us at the holiday, and it's in Greece, of course. So this is going to be the album. It's gonna. I don't get it smaller. Oh, it doesn't get smaller than this. Okay, then you can see it. This is better. Okay, here you see it. Yeah. So it's called Waiting. That's the album name. The tracks you heard, it was The Chase and the other one. And it's fun. It's to be back creating music again. Of course, I not always had the time for it, but so yeah, what's lovely to see, Gert. Johan, we will see, but maybe then also other people who read this afterwards in the live stream, watch the live stream, and maybe they live close to the Dutch border, live in Germany, Belgium. Check it out in October, 14th of October, eLive, and you can enjoy many artists playing there. And you. Oh, so day job is a photographer. Yeah. So let me maybe tell about how this cover, because some people think, why is this cover? That's a very strange thing with me always. When I see something, I think, hey, this has something. So let me explain. So here we have this picture, just to explain it. This is the color picture, which was made by a simply mobile phone. So this is the color picture of it from the holiday. And I thought, oh, wow, for some reason, it's a cool picture. You see me watching out over the ocean. This is a friend of ours. This is my wife. And this was a base, but then I thought it should be a bit more artistically. I cannot pronounce that one. So then I came up with this idea, which you just saw, where essentially it takes its grayscale, and the artist, which is myself, is then in color waiting. And waiting is, you're always waiting on a new music piece, on a new album, on maybe a holiday, waiting for, and that's the reason that the album has this name, because you look, there's also the people looking there on this picture, waiting for something. So then it has something special to me, and I like the composition. But don't ask me why. I simply look at it and I think, okay, this is nice. I really love it. So, and then it's ready. That's how these things develop. And indeed, it's it's one of these lucky strikes when you get a nice picture. Okay, so far the live stream, maybe a bit too much about my music. I hope it didn't disturb you too much. Maybe I should adapt then the title of this live stream today. And let me see, put that one in. Yeah, checking the chat room. Oh, Nova Vinyl. Yeah, that's cool if you have them still on vinyl. Yeah, there will be a Peru box next year. That's planned, so that's cool. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm not sure. Not sure. Maybe next week we do another idea with the with music, but we will be back next week at least with another live stream. So I think then we are already in June. Wow, time flies, isn't it? Cool, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy creating music. Lovely to see you again in the chat room. Stay safe, enjoy music, and see you next time. Bye.